Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be an Empties video, but before I get started, I do want to announce the winner to my giveaway. I had a giveaway a couple of videos ago, and I'm gonna go ahead and put a screenshot of the winner's comment, like right here. I use something called Random Comment Picker. And so if that's you, then I'm gonna leave some instructions in my description box so that we can get in touch with each other. I can verify your identification and get your address and stuff like that. Because I've actually had some issues in the past. One time I had a giveaway and I was giving away 3 $100 gift cards, and everybody came forward and claimed their gift card, but somebody had come forward and had used and created an account that looked exactly like the winner's thumbnail and everything. And so I ended up sending one of the gift cards to their address. And then the real person came forward, and I was like, I ended up figuring out how to tell the difference between a real and a fake. But anyway, I don't want that to happen again. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and leave some instructions in my description box. So anyway, yeah, let's go ahead and jump into my empties. Okay, I have got a ton of empties, so let's go ahead and jump in. These are my first set of empties, and these are just fake glue-on nails. And this is the brand that I really like. It's called Kiss, and I just pick it up at my local grocery store. Each one of these boxes have 2 sets. So they have 28 nails in each. This one has 30. Now these are the press-ons, and these are the ones that my daughter actually prefer most. She just finds it a lot easier than messing with the glue and stuff like that. I actually prefer to glue them on because I feel like they stay on a little bit longer. And I really prefer the mediums and the smalls. I don't care for the extra smalls, and I do not care for the longs. Those are way, way, way too long. Now I have a pair on right here, and these are the Salon Acrylic French Nudes. And yeah, I just glued them on. This is my husband's favorite look right here, the French manicure. And I think he likes the more, square rounded ones than the pointier ones. I kind of go back and forth. So I wear both. Okay, so this is my second empty, and this is called, it's made by Not Your Mother's, and it's called Beige Babe Texturizing Sea Salt Spray. And this, you have to be a little bit careful with it, because if you put a little bit too much, you will not be able to run your fingers through your hair. And sometimes that's okay with me. Sometimes I don't mind that because it gives it like a really kind of stiff look, and it just stays exactly where I want it. I do have a little bit in my hair right now, but not a lot. But I like it because it gives it that piecey kind of, messy look. And so, yeah, I just really love this stuff. Now I also like to use this right in this area right here, because I have a cowlick, and right here, it just wants to lay straight down like over my face. This area right here causes me so much stress whenever I'm trying to get ready, because like I said, it just wants to hang straight down. And so I do have to use something like this in order to keep it, pretty much out of my eyes. All right, my next empty is one of these Body Fantasies. I just picked these up at Walmart. This is the vanilla. And I think everybody who knows me knows that I love vanilla, and I'm always smelling like vanilla. I spray myself with this. I keep one in my car, and then I also keep one inside. And before I get out of my car to go anywhere, to the grocery store or to my kids' school or wherever, I always spray myself with it. I even have a little travel size in my purse. But I also put it on before I go to bed. I don't know, I just want to smell really nice before I go to bed. Sometimes I'll spray the room with it, but I just abuse these little body sprays because I don't feel like they're so powerful that they're, I don't know. Have you ever been, somewhere and somebody walks in and their perfume is so powerful, and if you don't like it, it's almost like nauseating. That has happened to me several times. So I really just like to wear body sprays because I feel like it's just a pleasant smell, and it's not overpowering, and I'm not gonna annoy anybody with how strong, my scent is, Okay, so the next empty that I have is one of these little razors. And this was in a little goodie box sent to me from Revlon, and I've never shaved my face before. There was a trend at one time where everybody was like shaving their faces, or I don't know if it was a trend. I don't know. People are probably still doing it. So anyway, I just thought, you know what? I'm gonna get some of these baby hairs off my face and stuff like that. And I started doing it, and next thing you know, I'm like shaving my entire face. I'm even like shaving my neck and stuff. I don't know what I was thinking. I'm like, maybe I can make these lines, a little bit more shallow. Then I went way overboard and I started shaving my hairline. Like, don't ever do that. It was so ridiculous. It was so straight, and nobody's hairline, well, I don't know, maybe some people's hairline is straight, but mine has never been so straight. I used to have more of a widow's peak than I do now. And then my hair used to come in a lot further here too. So it's always been uneven. And so when I did it, I made it real even and it looked ridiculous. I was so embarrassed. I was like, what do I do? Why did I do that? Anyway, this is an empty. I probably would not have purchased it for myself, but since it was sent to me, I was just like, I'm gonna give it a try. And I'm probably not gonna repurchase it just because I feel like I get into trouble when I have stuff like this on hand, so. Okay, so this is another empty that I have right here, and this is from The Ordinary, and it's 100% plant-derived squalane. And I like to use this in my DIYs. I really like squalane oil. It's really one of my favorites. But the only problem is I reordered this, and I had an order of a few things, and there was such a delay. It was like a month ago that I ordered it, and I still hadn't gotten it. And so I checked on it like 3 days ago, and I, checked my tracking number and stuff like that. And then apparently it said that it was dropped off in my mailbox, but I never received it. So, what do you do? The Ordinary is so inexpensive, but it still upsets me because I ordered quite a few things. And then of course you pay for shipping when you order from The Ordinary. So I did send them an email saying that I didn't get it, but because the tracking says that it was delivered to my mailbox, how do you argue? I don't know. So anyway, that just kind of upsets me. But I am going to order some more because I do use it in my DIY, and I use that DIY every single day of my life. So I do need some more. So, okay, I've got a couple of empty foundations here. I've got a Covergirl Outlast Active, and this is my favorite full coverage foundation, and it has been for a few months now. And so I do have another one already. Now, like I said, it is really full coverage. And so whenever I'm leaving the house, this is the one that I always put on. However, this is one that I like to put on if I'm just gonna run like a quick errand, or if I'm just gonna stay home. Because when I stay home, I still like to put on some foundation, just makes me feel better. And this is the NYX Total Control, and it's a drop foundation. And so you can build, it's buildable. Now I did already purchase another one of these. However, they didn't have this color. This is warm beige. So I ended up getting a beige, and it's just I have it on right now. However, I had to use another foundation serum from e.l.f. that's really light to kind of mix with it because the beige was just way too dark for me. But I do have self-tanner on, so I feel like it kind of matches pretty well, but I still had to lighten it up a bit. So I'm gonna go back, and I do wanna get another one, but I'm gonna get a lighter shade than the beige. And since they didn't have warm beige, I don't know, maybe they'll have it this time. Okay, so my next empty is this Vanilla Fields. Obviously, I told you I'm a vanilla type of girl. And this is something that I wore back in high school, and I didn't even know they sold it, but I found it. I showed it in a favorites video. Maybe it was my last favorites video, because I wasn't sure that I really still liked the scent, but it was more of the nostalgia that I got when I would smell it. But now that I've been using it again, and obviously it's empty, I just really love it. I'm definitely gonna repurchase it. I know it's silly and it's very inexpensive. It's like $15 or something like that, but I love it. And every time I put it on and I come around my daughter, she always tells me how much she loves the way that it smells. Whenever my family members tell me something, like if I'm wearing a perfume and they like the way that I smell, or, my husband likes the French manicure, whatever they like, they're the ones I want to please the most, because I live with them every day. And so, I don't know, they are a really big determining factor whenever I'm making decisions on things. So, okay, this is my next empty, and I'm starting to think that I should have categorized everything. I apologize for that. This is a hair care product, and this is made by Loreal, and it's called No Haircut Cream, and it's a leave-in conditioner, I guess, with fine castor oil and vitamins. And it says it's supposed to help seal split ends and reduce breakage. Now, I did already repurchase this because I really do whenever my hair is looking like, I can smooth it down with this really easily. Or if I have hair that just wants to stick straight up on the top, I can rub some in my hands and lay it down, and it's really nice. However, I don't feel like it's a conditioning treatment at all. Like it doesn't make my hair feel softer. So I do like this product. However, I don't know if I would recommend it as a leave-in conditioner if you're wanting your hair to feel soft, because I don't feel like it makes my hair feel softer. I feel like it makes it feel drier, but it definitely lays down all the split ends and stuff. I don't know. It's just, it looks softer, but it feels drier. So, you know, keep that in mind. And I really don't know enough about hair care ingredients to know, you know, what to look for and stuff like that. But okay, I'm sure that this one is no surprise to you. You've probably seen it in almost every one of my empties. And this is the CeraVe or CeraVe PM, and it's a facial moisturizing lotion. And the reason that I love it is because it's so lightweight. And it also includes 3 ceramides, niacinamide, and hyaluronic acid. So yeah, it's just my favorite. And sometimes whenever I'm really lazy and I don't feel like messing with an eye cream or anything like that, I will just put this all over my face, eyes, neck, chest. And yeah, it's just one of my favorites. So my daughter and I go through these so fast because we kind of abuse them a little bit. So I always have them in my empties. Okay, so another empty that I have is this caffeine-free peppermint tea. Did I show this in my favorites? I might have. It's very difficult for me to drink water. And I don't know why. I don't know. It's so boring to me. So typically what I do is I will try to find either a flavored water or a certain flavor tea bag that I like to drink. And this is just my favorite at the moment. And so I've been emptying a lot of these boxes. So it's just a peppermint flavor. And sometimes I will even add a little bit more peppermint extract because I like that cooling pepperminty taste and feel, you know, and stuff like that. So anyway, yeah, that's just something I've been drinking a lot of. Okay, so my next empty are these right here. And I would have to say that this is my biggest weakness right now. It is so, I look forward to the weekends specifically so I can eat these Takis because somehow I manage to refrain through the week, but on the weekends, typically on Saturdays, but sometimes it'll be Fridays and Saturdays. If I eat them on Fridays and Saturdays, then I will go through a whole bag by myself, just me by myself, like nobody helps me eat these. I will go through a whole bag in 2 days. But typically I usually only eat them on Saturdays. And I kid you not, like I will have my iced coffee and then I will hop in bed and I might be editing a video or I might be watching something that pollutes my mind on TV, and I will sit there and just munch on these. And so if I only do it on Saturday, then I'll eat like half a bag. But if I do it on Friday and Saturday, I can eat a whole bag. Okay, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and stop right here. I do have a bunch of empty vitamin bottles that I was gonna show you, but I think I'm gonna make a whole video on the vitamins I take and why, because there are a couple of the vitamins that I take that are very necessary for certain reasons. And then I guess I'll share that with you in that video. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate your time. As always, I'm gonna go ahead and have links to everything that I showed you in this video in my description box below, just in case you're interested and you wanna go check those out. So yeah, I hope you guys have a fantastic weekend and I will see you next week.